Three, two, one. Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad to take a look at your upcoming weekend, and we might be looking at a warming trend. Not right away, but I think it's going to be coming here. Looks like maybe in about a week and a half. I'll show you that here in just a second. But first, let's take a look at your Friday heading on into your upcoming weekend. And what do we find? Pretty much cold across most of the country with the exception of the southern half of Florida. And then by Saturday, not much change, still pretty cold across most of the country. In fact, it's almost exactly like we have for tomorrow. Sunday, that cold air dips a little bit further south there into central U.S. ahead of the next system that's coming in. This is going to be on Sunday. It looks like even Florida is going to be cooling off just a little bit as well. Very cold air, certainly well in place. Now let's take a look at next Wednesday. And not much change here. In fact, even Florida gets a little bit cooler by next Wednesday. So the bottom line here is that the cold air is going to be sticking around for at least another week. But I did mention a warm-up. Well, it looks like by next Saturday, looks like it's going to be starting to show up. Notice here, this is the cold air to the north. This is a lot of warmer air. Warmer air, again, is all relative based on normal temperatures. Looks like we may sneak into the 40s by maybe next Saturday, a week from Saturday, but certainly a little bit past that. We could even sneak our way into maybe the 50s. I think that's a lot of warm air working its way towards us, or at least warmer air for this time of year. But this is a week from Saturday, so hopefully this will hold true and we'll get some warmer air in here. As far as precipitation is concerned, Friday looks like the southeast, some snow up into the northern half of the country, and looks like the Pacific Northwest getting absolutely pounded. Saturday, that's where all the energy's at. Pretty clear across the Midwest right here. Again, precipitation across the southeast and even a little bit across the Sunshine State of Florida. Come Sunday, more rain in Florida. Looks like a little bit of energy will break out from the Rockies. We could be looking at a little bit of snow, and I do mean a little bit. I don't see anything major at this point. If I had to guess, maybe a dusting right here in the Ohio Valley, maybe as much of an inch, but again, it's still a little ways away. We'll keep an eye on it there for you. By next Wednesday, we get some more precipitation in here. This is going to be critical because it's going to depend on the timing and the temperature. Right now, it looks like it's going to be rain here in the Ohio Valley. It looks like a pretty good snowstorm for this part of the country. That would include Iowa, Wisconsin, northern Illinois, northern Indiana, and then points up towards the northeast. But again, this system is still a ways away, and if it drops a little bit further south, we'd be looking at another significant snow right here in the Ohio Valley. And then, of course, looking by next weekend, a week from Saturday, this precipitation will be the signature of some warmer air working its way in. So I expect most of this, if not all of it, will be in the form of rain, and that'll be pushing its way up towards the north. But more energy now approaching the Pacific Northwest. And I point that out because, again, we're now a week and a half out, and we're going to be another week and a half before Christmas. And if that system stays intact, it's going to bring itself right across the country, and that's going to pull in some colder air for potentially the Christmas Day time frame. And again, we get our heaviest snows when it's cold. So I'm not saying we're going to have a white Christmas, but things may be shaping up where that might be a possibility. But until that time, it's going to be cold for the next week. Any warm weather, we're going to have to wait about a week and a half. I'm George, the Weather Dad.